I got the call on a Tuesday morning and I just sat there staring at the numbers on the screen. $25 million. And the very first thing I felt wasn't excitement, wasn't relief, wasn't gratitude. It was suspicion. Because 3 months before that call, I had lost absolutely everything. My job of 11 years, gone in a single meeting. My savings, drained trying to stay afloat. I was delivering groceries at midnight and stacking lumber on weekends just to keep the lights on. And during all of it, not one person in my family checked on me. Not once. My wife Karen went quiet, started going to bed early, stopped asking how I was doing. My brother Marcus sent me a text that said, "You'll figure it out," and then went completely silent for 6 weeks. My own mother told me losing my job was what happens when you don't network. I was drowning and the people who were supposed to love me just stood on the shore and watched. So when the money came, I made a decision that I'm not proud of and that I would make again in a heartbeat. I wasn't going to tell any of them. Not yet. First, I needed the truth. I told Karen I'd landed a small freelance contract, just enough to breathe. That same night, she laughed at dinner for the first time in months. She touched my hand across the table and looked at me like I actually mattered again. And I sat there watching her face and realizing that what she loved had a price tag attached to it. Then I called Marcus and told him I was about to lose the apartment. He said, "Bro, you're a survivor. You always land on your feet." He posted a steak dinner to his Instagram 40 minutes later and tagged me in it, smiling. Then I drove to my mother's house and sat at the same kitchen table I grew up eating cereal at. And I told her I was genuinely scared, that I didn't know how I was going to make it through the month. She put her coffee down, looked at me, and said, "Daniel, have you tried praying harder?" I drove home with both hands gripping the wheel so hard my knuckles went white. Not from anger, from the kind of clarity that only comes when you finally stop lying to yourself about who people are. But there was one person I hadn't tested yet. My daughter, Sophia, 14 years old. I hadn't gone to her because I couldn't bring myself to put her through it. But she came to me first. She knocked on my office door one evening and handed me a plain white envelope without saying a word. Inside was a handmade card, construction paper, glitter glue everywhere, terrible spelling. It said, "Dad, I know things are really hard right now. I've been saving my lunch money for 2 weeks. It's not much, but it's everything I have, and it's yours if you need it." $43. I couldn't breathe. $43 from a 14-year-old who packed her own lunch for 2 weeks so her dad wouldn't feel alone. I claimed the winnings the next morning. I set up a trust fund for Sophia, fully funded, untouchable until she's 25, with a letter she won't read for 11 years that begins with the words, "You were the only one who showed up." For Karen, I filed for divorce. No anger, no drama, no revenge. Just done. For Marcus, one text. I figured it out. He never once asked what I meant. I live in Vermont now. Small house, big porch, one dog, total silence. And for the first time in my entire adult life, I feel something I genuinely never expected $25 million to give me. Peace. Because here's what that money actually taught me. Hard times don't build character. They just show you the character that was already there. Pay attention to who vanishes when you have nothing left to offer them. Because that silence, that's the most honest thing they will ever say to you.